ahead. No, I don't, because I thought the only time I've ever used them wired is on not here.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, it's hard.
So wait, Don, can you explain what's happening right now before he takes a bite of that nice?
So this is Melvin's first time eating a White Castle burger. I gave him two, so it's one for the left hand, one for the right hand. No, that's already on the burger. It's already in here. Yeah, I don't know why you guys try to play me, yo. It's on the burger. Got the down on 926. What's up?
That was tough.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to a special celebration of life that we're having for fallen brother Don. As you can see, we have the whole crew here: Sonny, Jerry, Fresh. I need a sec. Oh. All right. So we're basically here today. We're gonna celebrate Don. This is something that Don always said he wanted. He wanted us to celebrate his life, you know. So we're gonna honor him in doing that. We have friends and family all here today. We'll say a few words, share a few stories. Um, this is gonna be a rough one. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to do everything you're feeling. This is what Don would want. So
Man, shout out to the support too, man.
yeah,
Shout out to the support. There's a lot of people here, man. We do appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
On your love. Thank you.
So Fresh, say what's up to the people.
Oof, I don't know if I can, man. I'm really trying to hold myself, man. Because I know he said never to cry, but it's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. Um,
So we got some people in the back and backstage right now that want to be a part of the celebration of life for Don. We have a lot of people that want to come in. This program only allows me to do 10 people at a time, so we're gonna just cycle through people as their stories are told, and just and try to make it as fun as possible. But I'm gonna see. Oof, chat is going crazy right now.
yeah, it's fly. I can't even keep up.
I want to read it, but it's just so many.
It's a lot. Yeah,
You
it's a
got,
lot.
you got tears in your eyes. Yeah, it's cool.
No problem, Kevin. This is what he wants, and whatever Don wants, man, he gets, man. Yeah. So we're gonna bring some people in. We're gonna bring some family in. We got Don's brother Daniel backstage. We're gonna bring him. We got his cousin Mel that's gonna come in as well. Let's bring him in. Daniel, Mel, how's it going, guys?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
How you doing?
I'm so glad I got you guys on the program. To be honest, I really wanted, I could get the friends, I could get the close friendships, but I really wanted to get family in here and just celebrate this time with y'all. Even though it's a somber celebration, but it's this is something he wants. Let me see. All right. So let's see who else we can get in here. We got a whole bunch of other people here. We got Marcus, childhood friend of Don's. We have Ken.
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, doing good. Considering the circumstances.
We got let me see if we could do did we lose anybody here? I think we lost Mel.
Yeah, we lost Mel.
Okay. Let me see. We have Daniel. Yep, Mel is back in here. It's gone. So do you guys want to share a story? Like how you guys met Don, or I guess we could start, Jesse. You could start with you.
Yeah.
And how you met Don, and what did Don do to impact? Because I know Don. He has impacted everybody. It's something that is always a takeaway that he's given to someone that I know is going to be unique with everybody. So, the floor is yours, bro.
Don is someone that I remember as someone who was always tapped into his joy, and he had no qualms about sharing his joy with people, his joy about all things geekery, his joy about toys, his joy about games. And that's something that I always carried with me from my friendship with Don. First of all, I'm a little sad that I wasn't part of his long hair phase. I wasn't in his life during that. Those pictures were amazing. That slideshow was amazing. I met Don at Best Buy. I started there, and he trained me with Checkers and Ash. And he started this thing. I started out, I didn't know what dress code was going to be until I got my uniform. So I wore a white shirt with a tie. I wanted to look really professional. I wanted to get the job. I wanted to keep the job. So Don had this thing where he was telling people I work for corporate. And it was one of those undercover things where I was going in to make sure that they were doing their job. And eventually I just went with it. I was like, hey, Don, what are you doing? So that's something I always remember from Don. I'd like to just screen share a couple of pictures I have, if that's cool.
Oh, yeah, man. Go ahead. The floor is yours, bro.
Share screen. Just a couple of pics I found. Let's do that. So this is me and him. Can you guys see this?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is me and him at his place. I was envious of his setup, all his toys. Really badass. This is us at the bar across the street from Best Buy. I can't remember what the name of it was.
Village, right?
This was from Amy and I's going away party. He always used to hit on my wife playfully in his Don way, you know. you know how Don is,
wife, bro.
Yeah. So and doing the chin thing. And we got Ken in there as well. So that was a lot of fun. I still have the poster that he and Sam put together for me and had everybody sign and all that. And there he is, just that beautiful man. yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss him, and he definitely made a big impact on my life with his joy.
Oh man, trust me, everybody. We all know through experience, man. I always thought like it was a social experiment, with Don. I feel like we didn't deserve him at one point. Like, I'm like, yo, like, who are you? Like, you telling me like you love me? Like, yo, I love you, bro. I'm like, I can't understand that.
Yeah, we
Me
don't.
growing up in the hood, I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't have friends that tell me, hey, yo, I love you, bro. And he had no problem saying that. And I always thought like, yo, dude, it has to be a social experiment. Like, how you here? Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, I don't have the kind of friends that you are. Like, this is, but yeah, it's just sad that we don't have that anymore. But like, he definitely like, there's something that we get to keep with us forever. And I appreciate that so much.
yeah, facts, because you're definitely right about opening up, because he, for some reason, he just like he won't let you be like that brick wall. You gotta open up with Don. Like that was me. I was like, I was always type that hide my emotions. I don't really like sharing it. But Don, he makes you really like come out your shell and make it okay to like express yourself and everything.
Yeah, for real, man. Like it's
And just to touch on Jesse said about his toy setup, he is not joking. Don setup was
It's the
insane.
shit.
I remember when I first saw it, my jaw dropped. He had everything. Like, you think about it, he had it.
We were going to this party, and he, before the party, he was like, yo, y'all can stay over if you want. I was like, I don't know if Amy's gonna be cool with that. It's New York, blah blah blah, we gotta get home. As soon as we walked into his room, I was like, oh, we're staying the night. We got a lot of shit to play with.
when I went to his house for the first time and I saw his setup, I was overwhelmed. I was like, what the hell is happening here? This is like a museum. I said, I want that. Give me that. It was so much things that I didn't know I wanted, and I blame him for my figure obsession right now. I'm like balls deep in figures right now, and it's crazy. My wife can't stand it.
Since we're talking about the figures and stuff, you guys mind if I tell the back-to-back story with Don?
Oh man!
So I met Don the first day we both interviewed for Best Buy. We interviewed together. We got hired together. We did our e-learnings together. So from day one, we was cool, man. And
you want me to turn it on over here?
When
I want to hear the stories too.
I used to mess with Don a lot, man. He was like my little brother. I used to pick on him, and he was my brother, and I knew he loved his figures, man. He loved those figures, and he did not like to open them up. He liked to keep them in the box. So we had this group me chat, and there was this super rare Mario amiibo figure that nobody could find, right? And I got my hands on one. So I decided to record a video, me opening it up and sending it to Don.
Triggered.
When this guy saw the video, the only thing I got in response was like, fuck you, son. If I want to see some real fucking art, I go to a fucking museum, bro. Fuck you. And fuck all your art. And it was beautiful, man. I was so proud of him because I couldn't believe he had it in him, man. Even when he dissed you, man, when he fucking came at you, it was like he was so nice that it was like he was giving you a compliment, man. So,
yep.
So yeah, man. It's tough.
Oh man, that was good times.
That was my boy. I miss him.
That was good times in that chat. Like,
yeah.
Cause I remember we was watching it and Fresh was like, "Ooh, he went after the art."
You know me.
Yeah, man. He said he came for the low blow, man. I was so proud of him, man.
It was
It hit you where it hurt, but it didn't
But
really hurt.
Yeah,
Don
yeah,
Fashion, though,
exactly.
he apologized right after saying it. He was like, "Yo, Sonny, I'm sorry."
Sorry, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes they'll go over someone's head as well. They go home and they just think about it like, yo, did he just hit me?
Yeah, I was in shock, man. Like, I love that guy, man. I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah, that was a good story right there, man. I think we have somebody else in the background as backstage too. We have Ash.
Hey guys.
Come on, Ash.
Hey, Ash, what's up,
Ash.
man?
Oh hey, you guys can see me.
You're on the show. You're live.
Live, man.
There's like a delay on my computer, so I'm just like, oh, I haven't appeared yet.
No, you good. I think this is about this is we lost Mel again.
I think we'll lose him like 5 more times tonight.
Yeah, he's probably on Safari on his phone.
I'm on Chrome on my phone.
Everybody's Ash McCash. Yep, he's in the building. Hey Ash, do you have a story about Don? Sure you do.
Plenty. I mean, the first time I met him, it was like he was like just a white shirt lurking around the gaming department at Best Buy, and I was just like, who is this guy? And then he sneaks up on me and he starts asking me like questions about like games I play, and I'm like, okay, he's a really cool dude. And then from there, he was telling me, oh, I'm gonna start working here, and in the gaming department. And from there, I just pretty much told him like, hey, in this store we're kind of like a family. And I guess ever since I said those words, he took it to heart, because ever since, probably even before that, he was always trying to build a family. And ever since that year I met him, all my birthdays have been great, because at like 12 o'clock or 12:05, you'll get that text from Don that'll just be like, hey, thank you for being my family. Thank you for being my brother. I'm really proud of you. And, he was that type of guy that just wouldn't hold back to tell you how much he loved you. And you felt comfortable telling him the same, because it's like, he was literally family to you. He was just great at making people open up. In terms of funny stories, I think me and him, we had like a very positive relationship. We never really insulted each other. I think the only one time he said it as a joke, it was like, I think he called me Slumdog Millionaire.
Okay.
Remember that.
And I think that day, I waited until that day where he was at Best Buy, and like he just looked like the kid from Up. He was just like, "Yo, fuck you, Ash."
Oh man,
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yep. I could definitely hear it.
Yeah, I'm like, I think there was like, I remember for like this night, it was like my birthday, and I had a Best Buy shift, and I was set to close, and like, I was already upset about that because it was by accident. And the greatest thing that happened that day was Jesse and Don were like, we'll hang out after. And they turned a birthday that was like, not that great into something that was amazing. And we all went to Carlos East after. I met Jesse's wife, Amy, and a few more people joined us, and it was just great. And this was like maybe a week after meeting them, because we had that Black Friday thing where it's like everybody's busy, and then the holidays are coming around, people are leaving, and it was just one of the greatest moments for me. He always knew how to just make your day. Like, even if you're going through rough shit, like, he knows how to give you hope. And I think that was one of the greatest things about him. Like, even like, I think like recently, like I was telling him, my mom had a breast tumor, and I asked him like, hey, has anybody in your family ever had anything like, a breast cancer type experience? And he was just telling me the story of how like someone who's pretty much like his mom had it and got cured for it. And that's something that I desperately needed to hear, to have hope after, just getting like news like that. He always knew how to just give you hope. It was like, it would be over something simple. Like, I think we were just playing like Among Us. And then like after that, we just had like a chat. He just knew how to inspire, give hope, bring out the best in people.
Mm. Good story. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna miss his laugh, man. I'm gonna miss his laugh. We always made fun of his laugh because if it was a good laugh, it was one of those laughs like it sounds like crunching chips. You know what I'm talking about? Like it just sounds like Windex hitting the wind. Is like that's when you know it was a good freaking laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a group chat we had, and he started laughing, and I recorded it here. And it's something that I just can't like. I will miss forever. I'm gonna play it right now,
bro. He's the berserker, bro. He's going all out, and there's shit coming out of his mouth. That's fucking amazing.
It's just random. Out of context, it sounds crazy, but it was a video that we shared on the group chat. It was like something on TikTok. Somebody like vomiting, and he was just laughing because it was all toxic, and like group chats was so toxic. It was like, oh, I just punched in the hole to go to hell. Like it was just, like we always laughed at the most wrong things. It was the worst thing ever. But I'm gonna miss those pop up videos. Let me see. Do we have anybody backstage? We lost two people here. Oh, we got Alex. Alex is here. Phoenix, you on mute?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be in so quick. But what's up? I was just talking to Tracy. I was like, I'm not even in yet. How's it going?
What's up, man?
Dr. Phoenix.
Oh, I'm on the internet. Listen, I don't like this.
Oh, this is being on the internet.
Everybody knows you're wanted.
Yeah, hey,
He's not off the grid anymore.
Yeah, it's I just realized like you couldn't. I don't know if Fresh could see me backstage. I'm assuming, but I'm sitting here smiling the whole time because this guy is like everything about him is just a good story. Like you don't really have like, oh, that one time Don said this one thing, he kind of pissed me off. Like everything he literally has done has been a good thing. So I can't help but just smile at it. It's tough to be upset outside of the fact that he's gone, but it's just tough to be upset when you think about him because it's just like, well, all the stuff he's done, like he's never going away. Like he's like, where's he going? But it's that I was watching that with the intro video, and I was like, this is everything about it is like story. It's not just a moment. Every single one of those is a story. But I just honestly, I've been with that guy for like not enough years, but a lot. And working with him at Best Buy, working with him at Electric, seeing him move from one spot to the other, growing as a person, but always keeping that same Don energy. Like, I don't know how he did it. If he had ups and downs, I didn't see him because he's just always up to me. And, our little group is just 100% toxic 100% of the time. And it was always fun. Because hearing some of the things that came out of that guy's mouth, you wouldn't expect it, but most of it was a lie, because there's not one mean bone in him. But honestly, he's just you can't think forward, like just thinking about him not being here without looking back and realizing that he's not going anywhere. So I think that's the best thing about him. Like even if you ain't like him, you're gonna remember him forever. Which I don't know anyone who doesn't like him, to be honest. So he's I think he's only gonna be missed in the physical form, but outside of that, he's still here. So
yeah, before we started the show, was talking to the fellas, and I'm like, I almost call myself texting him. Like when something popped up, like if I got an email from Sideshow is like a collectibles, website, and I'll see something, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, damn, like it just hits you like you can't, you're not gonna get that response. I still text it, but it's almost like, it's hard to just think about him not being around, not getting that. Yeah.
Same.
Let's see here. Ash, I'm gonna start removing people. As the stories goes on, I'm gonna just bring other people in, and give other people the opportunity. But Ash, we do appreciate you showing up and giving your story. As well as Jesse. Because we have two other people in the back. If you guys, you guys could continue watching it on YouTube and just just hearing the stories, man. But we do appreciate you guys coming to the panel.
Thank you for
Definitely.
doing
Thanks
this.
for having us.
Amazing.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna bring in Soul Bricked. I'm gonna bring back Mel because we keep losing Mel for some odd reason. Mel, you can hear us?
I don't know why.
I hit the delay.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
it's delayed.
Oh,
there
we
it
lost
is.
him again.
There he goes again.
So,
My man,
There it is.
my man needs to get on his computer.
I was messing with him. That's it.
Don is he's like remove. he's being a troll. So we're gonna give up Marcus. Marcus, you have anything you want to say? Any stories? Anything you know how you met Don?
Okay, I'll start there then. Don and I met back in Mr. Becksted's class. It was a social studies class back in our freshman year. I don't remember if it was towards the end of the first semester or the beginning of the second semester, somewhere around that period. Shortly before I met Ken as well. I just remember I was chatting with someone that was right behind me. I don't remember who, but the person behind him was Don. We were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Don's like, "Oh, you're into Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, that's cool." And the first thing that came to mind, I was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" Because back then I was a little jaded due to junior high school experiences. But Don, it did not take long for Don to draw me in with his infectious enthusiasm for all things nerdy, and we became friends really quickly. And then Ken joined the group as well, and we became a trio that, like, we were the main trio of our high school years. And against all doubt, like, we stay friends all the way up to now. Like, that alone for me, like, is a big miracle. Like, and like, it was an honor to know him.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll be an honor to remember him.
Definitely. It's really hard to come by friends like that. Like people like spirits like Don was just like one of a million.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I just didn't understand. I'm like, he used to always call and say, "Hey, listen, I never tell you enough that I appreciate you." It was almost like he was like a good manager. Like I'm like, okay, thank you, man, I appreciate it. Like I just didn't understand it. Coming from my upbringing, I just never had friends that said how they really felt, and it was just weird. And I remember Don saying, he was like, "It's okay, man. It's okay if you say you love me, man. It's not gay." I'm like, you know how Don is. He's like, it's okay, man. I'm like, all right, man. Like it's just, even for Christmas, the one time he got me something for Christmas, I was looking at him like, "The hell you doing?" I got like offended because none of my friends ever gave me nothing for Christmas. I don't really look at it like that. And it's just like, it was just weird.
Yeah, like when we on Xbox Live party, I like to throw everybody, and before I leave, I say, "I love you guys," and everybody used to stay shut. Nobody said nothing. Don was the only one that would say, "I love you too, bro." He would be the only one. The only one.
It was something that he used to say. Yeah, every time we got off Xbox Live, he would be like, "Sleep well." I'm like, "What do you mean, sleep well?
Sleep tight, guys.
Well? How about you sleep well?"
Yeah.
That is very true. Like,
oh, man.
Sleep tight, guys. Sleep well.
Yeah, like that.
Like, yo, tell me when you get back home to make sure, just make sure I know you got home safe and everything. Say hi to family, and he'll remember family birthdays, and like he'll always ask, like, "Hey, how's your mom doing?" or "How's your father doing? How's your sister doing?" Like,
oh yeah, he was good with dates, man. I'm bad. Like I need Facebook to tell me whose birthday it is. He didn't need that. He was like a automatic Rolodex, like a human Rolodex. Do we have anybody else here? Oh, we have Shireen. Shireen is backstage. Shireen,
Hi.
how you doing, Shireen?
I'm doing well. How are my
That's
bros? How are
possible.
you guys feeling?
Sherane, what's up? How you doing?
What's up, you guys?
Hey,
We're maintaining here. We're just trying to, keep it
Maintain
from
it.
being a tear fest.
Right, exactly.
Do you see
Cause
the panel right now? Do you see it?
yes, I see. Yeah, I see everybody. You know, I already said I wasn't showing my face. I wasn't doing that. I was so proud of myself because I did not cry until I seen this fucking memorial slideshow, and I was like, "Fucking John and Jared." I'm upset because I stood strong, and here y'all go with this shit.
Oh yeah.
How did I get blamed in this way?
Guilty by association.
I guess.
That's crazy. So I mean, we just sharing some stories here, and how we met Don or how Don impacted us, and just do you have anything that you want to share?
Oh, of course. You know, I have mad stories about Dawn.
I know you do. I heard them all.
Exactly. Well, how I met Dawn was he would creepily stare at me from customer service. That's exactly how I met him. And he came up to me one day and he was like, I think he caught me staring at him and I think I made it awkward. And then I was like, "Hi, what's your name?" And he was like, Don Mark. Well, nice to meet you, Don Mark. And then he was like, "Oh, nice to meet you." He was like, I'm so sorry if you caught me staring at you. I was like, "It's okay, it's cool. It's whatever." Um, and it was so funny because one day I think he said something and he was like, I used to have a crush on you. He was like, you're such a pretty black girl. And then I gave him that face. I gave him that face. And he was like, "Oh, you know how Don is." He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean, was that racist?" He was like, "I apologize. You know how Don is." He's like, "I'm so sorry. I apologize for that." I was like, "No, it's cool. It's all right. Don't worry about it." And we used to have this thing like when I would come to like Geek Squad, he'll say something like, "What's up, chicken and watermelon?" Because I'm from the South. And then I would look at him and I would say, "What's up, my overstuffed wonton?" And then we'll just laugh. We'll just laugh about it.
Yeah, HR didn't exist at our job, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don that was my baby. That was I would get him in trouble all the time because we would go to this Asian place on 3rd Avenue called Uki Sushi. And he would come and he would drink like 5 gin and tonics. And I used to have to drag him out of there and he would be sitting right on the back floor of Geek Squad sleep. And I just used to be like, "Oh my God, we finna get fired." And Doug had to pull me in the room because I used to always take him. I was like, "Leave him alone, let him live." You know what I'm saying? Don was like, that was my baby. I'm definitely going to miss him, just like what Alex said. Physically he is not here, but spiritually he is definitely amongst us. And he definitely would not want us, crying and stuff like that. So, I really appreciated our friendship. He always told me that as soon as me and Julian have a baby, he better be the godfather. I still got him though. I still got him.
That's beautiful. He was nervous if he told you his name was Don Mark. He's like,
Oh yeah,
he would never say Don Mark. He was like, "Call me Don. Don't call me Don Mark. Only for family."
Yeah.
Oh, he was really
Your
nervous.
identity.
He was extremely nervous. It was so funny. Can I tell another story?
Sure. Tell your story.
You remember the time? I think it was 2019. We all went over to Stinky and Don's house. I guess they was doing like the September baby celebration because his birthday's in September. So he has this.
2020.
He had 2020. He has this microwave. So I'm sitting up there trying to figure out how the hell you use this damn microwave. So Don sees me struggling, trying to figure out how to use the microwave. And I'm sitting up there. He was like, "Oh, it's voice automated. So you gotta talk to it." So like a dumbass, I'm like, "Microwave turn on." And then I see him just looking at me. And he was like, "Oh no, you gotta say her name." I was like, well, what's her name? And then he was like, her name's Magenta. I said, well, I wouldn't turn the fuck on if my name was Magenta. So he was like, oh, you have to say this. So I'm like, all right, turn on 30 minutes, Magenta. So I go to turn around. He's fucking recording and everybody's laughing at me. And I'm like, this is the bullshit that I got to deal with when it came to Dawn.
Yeah, he was the worst.
I can't believe he believed that.
I can't believe this thinking. Oh my God.
Yeah, he'll keep it going too.
He'll keep it going. This is a quick story, right? So one day, Devon, he was a person we used to work with that's, considered brothers. He goes, I have to go to Chase real quick. And Don goes, you mean Chase?
Oh my God.
Devon goes, Chase, is it called Chase? He's like, yeah, what are you talking about? Chase? That's weird. Yo, my man went almost a week calling that shit Chase. And Don with the freaking potato chip laugh every time he said it.
Got me pissed off with that one. But it was hilarious pissed off when he said it. Sorry.
Chase.
It's like Chase. No, say it right. Chase. No, it's Chase, Daniel.
Yo, Chase. Yeah, the Devon is here too. Yep, Devon is like, yep, the greatest.
Oh.
Chase, man, I'm gonna miss that dude so much. Don was one of the best long cons.
I'm just remembering a really silly story where one time I went to his house to have our usual hangout with me and Kim and him. I'm at his door. I call his cell phone as usual so he can let me in. I was like, yo, Don, I'm at your door. He's like, my door? What do you mean? Like, yeah, I'm here. Like, what do you mean? I told Kim we were meeting at time 14th Street. Like, oh crap. So he actually almost had me going too. He was like, yo, Mara, like, we're waiting for you at the theater right now. It's like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. And eventually I was like, oh, come on, just open the door. And we just laughed it off. It was just fun.
Nice.
We did that so often to Mar. It wasn't even funny after a point. Mar didn't believe us anymore. We're like, we're not there. No one's home.
Yeah.
Why are you there?
It got to the point like, Don, I know you're there. Open the door.
Oh man, I got some videos that some people submitted that I want to play. One is from Eric Rodriguez. He's been a fan since we first started in 2015. But I knew him even before in high school. But he's always been like a very hardcore. Like he was always engaged. He always made sure he always listened to every episode. So I'm gonna play a quick thing from Eric Rodriguez.
This past weekend, I was having dinner with my wife, and I was scrolling through my social media, and I looked and found a post that made my heart sink, and it was about the passing of Don. Now, I never met Don, but I felt like I know him, I've been listening to him for the past 6 years over the Untitled podcast. With him, Sonny Black, Red, and Fresh. And just hearing Don's voice, you can tell he was just a genuinely nice person, and he loved his friends and family. And it just hearing about it was just heartbreaking. And I feel for him and his family and his friends. It sucks overall, just thinking about it. A young man, full of life, and you can tell, like I said, I never met him before, but just hearing his voice, whether I was having a bad day or a good day, I would put on the podcast and listen to you guys just shoot the shit, and it, always made me feel good, Don with his, wittiness about comics and pop culture and overall pop culture. He was very knowledgeable. You can tell that he loved doing the podcast, which is awesome because I love listening to him. I'm a fan of his. and I'm happy to say that I'm a fan of his. So I know this is cliche to say, the world has lost a wonderful human being, but heaven has gained a beautiful angel. And I know he would look over all his friends and family. And I want to say, rest in peace, Don. And your legacy will live on forever through your podcast and your family and friends. And just thinking about you makes me smile. And, your legacy will live on forever. My prayers out to you, your family, and the Untitled family. And I just hope that I will be viewed as a nice person like you was, and loving, because you oozed it all over when I would listen to you guys, you oozed, love and happiness, and you can tell like you just cared for your friends and family. And it breaks my heart to hear this news, God bless you. God bless your family. And I just want to say rest in peace, Don 0926 forever. God bless you.
Thank you, Eric, for that. I really appreciate that. That was beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy for someone that's never met him, has the same things that we deal with every day with him, like just that personality. People heard that from audio. This is someone that just listened. That's true. Jay got him.
That's what he signed on his when he signed his stuff at Geek Squad. He signed an NOD, No Other Don.
Facts.
Yeah.
I used to love that. I was like, yeah, this guy he's something else. No Other Don.
That was gonna be the name of his secret evil organization.
Oh man.
Remember Exclusive?
You see, I have another one here from this is from Robert. I think this is Robert Cortez that I have here. This one here from so I'm gonna play that as well. Look, this is giving us time to regroup.
So when I think about Don, the one thing that just always pops in my head is the phrase "good looking out," because Don was the type of guy who he always tried to look out for you no matter what. I can just countless times off the top of my head I can think about where he's either looked out for me or he's looked out for my son Daniel. Whether it's letting you know about something that's dropping or just so I mean, good example. One time I bought Daniel a GoPro and he was like super excited and stuff, and I forgot to buy him a tripod because he wanted to do videos, and I just mentioned it one time to Don. Like, I was just in passing that I mentioned it, and Don was like, "Oh, I got you," because I couldn't find a tripod actually. He's like, "I got you." I was like, "No, don't worry about it." The next day he texts me. He's like, "Yo, I got you a tripod." I was like, "What?" I mean, things like that. I mean, you may think those are little things, but it's a pretty big deal when someone who doesn't need to, it doesn't have to, is just always kind of looking out for you. One time I was making coquito during the holidays, and Don just happened to mention, "Oh, he likes coquito." I was like, "Oh shit, you know what? Don's always looking out for me and my son, so I'm gonna look out for Don." So I made a coquito. I made a bottle just for him, and I was like, "Yo, I got a bottle for you. I'm gonna bring it to your house." So I brought it over to him when he was in Brooklyn. Brought it over to him, gave it to him. Oh, good looking out, yeah. He ends up giving me a pop of Golden Vegeta that he knows, and I mean, anyone who knows me knows that like I'm obsessed with Vegeta. It's one of my favorite characters, and that specific pop I just had so much trouble finding. Finding without having to be jacked for like hundreds of dollars for it, and he just gave it to me, and it's only because like I brought him a bottle of coquito, and I'm like, "Dude, I don't know, I can't take this." He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. You made this for me, and I know that this is something that you really want, and it's my pleasure to give it to you." It's just the type of guy he was. Just always looking out for people, and no matter how sad or how upset you would be, if you spoke to Don, like all of a sudden, like, oh, you get a smile on your face, you start laughing, you kind of forget about the things that are, going on, because he just had a way about him. Just had a way about making you feel better, making you feel, happy, and he just always knew how to make you laugh. And really gonna miss just shooting the breeze with him, and just seeing him. I mean, he just had an aura about him, like you see him, you just couldn't help but smile, because this is the Don, So Don, I'm gonna miss you a lot, more than you know. You meant a lot to me, and definitely when I found out that you were gone, even though it was Melchior, your cousin, if anybody doesn't know Mel, even though it was Mel, like, he told me about it, and I mean, I didn't even believe him. I had to check with somebody else that I know, like another friend of ours, just to make sure, like, I know this is not a joke, like no one's gonna joke around with me like this, but it was just shocking to find out. So yeah, Don, till we meet again, brother, take care. I love you, and I'll pour one down for you, man.
That was nice. Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Anybody still here? Did we lose anybody?
I'm
Okay. It's a lot to take in, man. It's hard to keep following,
I was good into the Eric video, man.
Yeah. Luckily I saw that video like a couple of days ago, so I had time to cry.
You'd embrace me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was not ready.
Yeah. Yeah, we also have one from Ken. So Ken, do you want us to play it, or do you kind of want to paraphrase it here? Because it's up to you.
I could paraphrase it because I didn't know how long it was supposed to be, and that was 8 minutes long, and there's a lot of outer space happening in that video.
I watched it. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but it's up to you, man. If you want to, you don't have to. I could just play the video.
Yeah, play it. It's weird. He would love it.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play Kennedy's video.
Don was basically family to me. Like, we met in high school, but then from there we basically grew up together. So in my mind, like, he's family, he's my brother, and like I feel like I've lost a major part of myself with his passing, and it's been difficult and sad. But me knowing him, me knowing who he was as a person, I know that's not what he would want for me, and that's not what he would want for us. Don was literally like pure light. If he saw you having a bad day or just you weren't at 100%, he would be there to like listen to you, see what was going on. And more than that, he would want to find a way to help you, to cheer you up, to just find a joke or something just to bring you back to being like 100%, just feeling happy, feeling complete, and feeling whole. And like, I feel like if he had a life mission, that's what it was. He just didn't want anyone to feel sad, and he always gave 100% of himself to everyone. He'd offer a helping hand for anything you needed. You told him you needed it, he'd be there for you. And if he couldn't, he'd find a way to help you. Like, even recently, I've just been going through like tough times and with everything that's been going on, and he would make it a point to go out of his way to contact me, to find out what's going on, check in on me. And he knew I was going through these things, and he would try and bring up like these funny memories of us, or like a funny joke or an inside joke, and just try to like kick off like banter, just us going back and forth, just to take me out of like whatever state I was in. He didn't like seeing anyone in a depressive state, and I think it's because he knew what that felt like inside, and he knew that was part of his journey. He wanted to bring light to everyone around him. I try to think right now more than ever, like, what message would he want his friends to hear? what would he say to kind of remember him, to honor him, to just keep those images in our mind. Because right now, like, I'll go back and I'll look at like all of our adventures that we've gone on and things that we've done, and it's like there's this sadness that comes up, but like they're all such amazing memories. Like, I remember who he was and those adventures we all went on. It feels like it just happened yesterday. And I think he would want us to hold those memories and honor those memories as if he were still here, and remember that those are the memories that bring us joy. He was kind of magical too. It was really weird to describe. I think of like one story, like one time him and I and a few other friends were just hanging out, and I always joke around and I'm like, let's go do weird touristy stuff in New York. And I was like, let's go to the top of the Empire State Building. And like he'd out of nowhere, he would be like, that's funny, I have 4 tickets to the Empire State Building right now. And I just don't know how he knew these things, but he would know these things. But that's the type of person he also was. He just had this charisma and this magic. And so we're like, fine, let's go find a way to get to 34th Street, and go to the Empire State Building. We go there, we make a few stops on the way, and like we're just hanging out outside of this diner at this one point, and we're just staring up at the sky, and we're just like, man, the moon is beautiful tonight. We thought we were looking at the moon. That was not the moon. Someone passed by and corrected us and told us we were looking at a street lamp. Yeah, I don't think we were okay that night. But we both just started like busting out laughing. Like, it was just hilarious. And that's like another thing with Don. Like, his laughter was just contagious and just like magical in like this amazing way. Like, if you could make Don laugh, it was like pure joy, just like a laugh coming just straight from the belly, like no holding back. And it was like one of the most amazing things that you've ever heard. The more I think about it, I don't know how he tolerated me as a friend. But there was another time I was like, hey, well, our friend Tris was visiting from Europe at the time, and I'm like, hey, let's all go to Rockefeller Center and see the Christmas tree. It was around Christmas time, and he was like, why do we have to do this? And I'm like, because I want to. And he humored me, and we went. So me, him, and Tris are hanging out, and we're like, well, we're here, we should take a photo in front of the tree. That's what people do when they see the Christmas tree, right? So there I am trying to take a photo, get all of us into the photo. And I take the photo, I was pretty proud of it. And I show it to him, and he looks at it and he's like, Ken, that's just a regular tree. That's not the Christmas tree. And I look back, and there are these tiny potted Christmas trees behind us with not extravagant lights on them. And I'm like, no, that's the Christmas tree. And I'm looking back at the Christmas tree and the potted trees, and I'm like, oh wait, no, that's not the Christmas tree. He's like, I know that's not the Christmas tree. That's the Christmas tree. And we're just going back and forth. It's like, I think everything I did with him just felt like one long skit, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. So we did go to high school together, and I think that's what helped me become the person that I am today, just knowing him. Because like in high school, I was really quiet, really shy. I didn't really talk to too many people. I just mostly kept to myself, but like we always had homeroom. So he'd make it a point to go up to me, to check in on me, just kind of talk about stuff, start small talk, try and figure out like what I'm into, what do I like talking about. Like, that was important to him. He wanted to know like, what was your spark? Who are you? What makes you special? Or like, what do you like? And like, how can we talk about that? How can we be friends? Like, I feel like he genuinely just wanted to be friends with like everyone that he met as much as possible, to know who you are, know your story, and just be there for you. And that's just that special light that he had. Like, he wanted you to feel connected and just part of that community. And I feel like that's what's hitting us the most right now, where it's like, without him, it's there is this divide, and it hurts so much because he was the pillar of his universe, and like we were all part of that, just kind of spinning around. But like with him, the way he was, like, it helped shape me. Like, I was able to like crawl out of whatever like introversion that I had, and I started becoming more like me. And I feel like at one point we just started pushing each other to see like, how strange and weird can we be? How wild and out there can we be? And it's like, that was the heart of our friendship. Like, what can I say to make Don laugh? What could I make him to just be like, what are you talking about? Are you insane? And then we just both laugh about it. And that was so amazing, and just there's just something about that friendship that I don't know if I can find with anyone else ever, and I don't think I have to, because as I look back at those memories, I had those moments with Don. I had those memories with Don, and they were the best memories that I had. And I know in my heart, he lived his life to the fullest, and he made sure everyone that he was with also lived their life to the fullest just by being with him, just going on these adventures, talking, just sharing ideas, and just having fun. And I feel like that was his credo: be right to other people, do right by other people, and just be light and laugh. And that's what he wanted most. And I know it sucks. It was a short life, but he lived every single day to its fullest. And for that, I'm happy for. I'm really happy that I knew him for as long as I did. And those memories are going to stay with me forever because they're just special and amazing and just beautiful. I'm going to miss you. I know he's out there somewhere, and we're going to find him in different ways, different sparks. And I'm hoping everyone that he brought together stays together and just remembers who he was, because that's what he would want most. Us just sitting around, joking, talking about the good times, creating new good times, and just feeling like family together.
Thank you, Ken.
Sorry, I went all in on that one.
No, that's fine, man. That's pretty much Don in a nutshell, bro. Like that was like you pretty much explained your relationship like the same way I feel about like our relationship. It's all the same. It's like the same as
He was something special, and we all see it. We're all here because we felt that.
There's a titan among men.
Yeah, that was really good. Thank you so much for that, man.
Yeah, I was telling. Sorry, Fresh, to cut you off, but
go ahead.
I was telling my brother Red, and I didn't get to tell Fresh, but you know, we started Untitled podcast years ago, man. Us four, and you know, I used to take basically my role. I would say was to be like the asshole of the podcast, or crack jokes, and you know, be like say the craziest shit, you know. And Don used to be the calm one, the nice one, and he had a lot of knowledge about movies, television shows, pop culture in general, and he always made me feel kind of dumb that my I didn't know as much as him, so I would play it up my role, you know, crack jokes, let me say the craziest shit, you know, let me get this reaction from people, because I couldn't, you know, join in on the conversation about this comic book that I didn't know shit about. And that's the reason why in the last couple of months I stopped doing the podcast, because I felt like I don't watch as much TV shows as these guys. I don't I don't know about this movie, I don't know about that show, so I kind of feel bad that I missed out in the last couple of months that we could have had together, you know, talking about random shit, just because, you know, I felt left out, that I didn't know who this Green Lantern was, or, you know. So I just want to apologize to you guys, Fresh and Red, that, you know, I wasn't around more to, you know, to cut the shit with you guys, you know. And I just want to say that I love you guys, and I'm not afraid to let you guys know. And then fuck it, you know. And I miss you guys. All right.
You good, brother?
Yeah, that's why I've been quiet, bro. And I got the camera to my side so I don't become a meme. So
yeah, I definitely cry ugly. So that's the worst kind of angle right now, man. It's like straight up.
Yeah, you're making this more emotional than it already is, man.
No, I just want to we didn't get to talk. We've been texting, so I just want to let you guys know. All right.
You got it, brother.
So,
Always,
so love, bro.
It's always love, man. Don't worry about that. And we also have like a whole catalog of Don. So if you guys always wanted to go back, you know, we have almost 30 episodes of him online that you can always watch and just always come back to, which is gonna be dope. You get
With
to have
camera,
that.
without camera. Yeah.
Yeah, without the camera. Then if you want to do the podcast, that's even more. There's a lot of content with Don out there that you get to keep forever, which is awesome. So we got Team Bricked in the building, man. How you doing, brother?
Is he? Okay, he's moving. I was like, I thought it was frozen for a second.
No, I'm just very still.
You have
as you guys all know.
Yeah, I know you lived with Don for what, a year and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys definitely had a different kind of bond. I can imagine. So I mean, you don't have to share. If it's too much, it's all good, man.
No, I mean, living with Don was a really fun event. Yeah, our rooms are right next to each other, but I was still like either FaceTime him or FaceTime me or
That made no
text
sense
him.
when you guys did that.
Yeah, and there would be some times I would just roll my chair up to the door and just to talk to him in his room. So it was a lot of fun. We used to take turns cooking. It was good times. It was definitely good times. My family would come over. They would always include him. Be like, "Hey Don, come out. We're barbecuing. Making food. Come have some. Join us." He always like, "I'm sorry, I don't want to feel like I'm intruding." Don always apologized. I'm like, "Dude, no, you're fucking family. Get your ass over here." So is that? I mean, also just want to, say fuck Don. And I'll tell you guys why. So a lot of you guys know my obsession is with Yu-Gi-Oh. So fuck Don for that. Because we were heading out to DestinyCon one year, and we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. I was like, yeah, I still got my cards. They're in my closet, like on top. I got to dig them out if I want to play. He's like, yeah, we should play. Let's play at the airport. So the morning of us meeting up at the airport, I'm like, I don't feel like getting in my deck. So I was going to leave it. Don hits me up right as I'm about to leave the apartment. Hey, dude, don't forget your deck. Floodgates. That's when it all started. I started updating my deck. Like just right after DestinyCon, I spent like $400 on Yu-Gi-Oh cards just to update one deck. And yeah, and now I just have like piles and piles of cards, and I'm obsessed with the game. He was still trying to kind of keep up, and I was just like, yeah, you better fucking keep up. This is your fault. It's blood in, blood out. So that's just my little fun story about Don.
Man, trust me, he used to get a lot of like fuck you Dons, at least once for me, at least. Because if it was a new pre-order that went in and I pre-ordered it, I automatically text him, fuck you Don. I blame you for this. I have like 60 pre-orders in Sideshow just for him. And even when I get out the game, he'll text me like, "Hey, this just popped up. This new Akira thing came up. This motorcycle. I'm like, oh, all right. Shit, $600. All right, pre-order. Lucky Don. Like, I have so many figures here. It doesn't make any sense because I don't have nowhere to put them.
Yep. I mean, Don doesn't. I recently like had to go into his room for Daniel to show him like, what stuff he has so he could come get his belongings. That was not easy. It's just as hard as when I kept having to go into my the room when it was my father's room after he passed away. The guys know this. They came over once to help me empty out the room, and we didn't do it. We just ate and then hung out because I didn't want to go into the room. It's pretty much the same with Don. I pass the room and I'm like, I don't hear anything, so it kind of hurts. But when I did go into his room, he just had piles of mail, packages, big boxes. And I'm just like, of course. Of fucking course. It's like,
Those are probably all placeholders. Those are probably all gifts for Christmas that he shops early for.
I would not be surprised. Either that or, he's got collections of stuff that he's just buying more. Like, bro, you already have like nowhere to put anything. You already filled up that room. Like,
He would have found a way.
oh, most definitely.
Definitely. More shelves.
More shelves.
More shelves.
Like trip to IKEA.
If he had to.
He was a shelf master.
I would always tell him, I was like, bro, I mean, I know we're eventually gonna have to make a trip to IKEA, so just let me know and I'll drive us there. He's just like, yeah, bro, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about it, I'll order it online. I'm like, no, you gotta look at it in person.
Let's see, I don't have I think I have another video. I think one more video I have that's saved here. I believe it's from Travis. Hopefully I got that right. Yes, from Travis. Go ahead and play that real quick.
Hi everyone, I'm Travis.
Can you guys hear it?
So low, but
was such a loving person and made such a important impact in all of our lives.
I don't hear it on my end
First day of
either.
Classes freshman year.
I hear it, but it's super
like,
low.
Yeah, it's really low.
Yeah, I hear it too, and it's low.
I'm Travis. Went to high school with
No, I'll try to fix that. We'll come back to that. Let me see. Do we have anybody else that's in the backstage that want to come in? All right. So, real quick, Shireen, I'm gonna remove you real quick and bring somebody else in.
Okay.
All right. As well as Marcus, I'm gonna bring someone else as well. But once again, thank you guys for stopping by and giving us your time.
Sure. Thanks for having me in.
No problem. All right. We're gonna rain and we're gonna bring in General in. General.
Brother, what's going on?
Kings and queens. Kings and queens.
Yo, why you sound like that?
I don't know.
He's using AirPods, that's why.
These trash AirPods. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say trash AirPods.
Oh, man.
I didn't mean to say that.
What's going on, brother?
We lost Apple as a sponsor.
Oh, I'm going to holler at y'all. Apple's going to come after me.
That's funny. That's funny, Jerry, that you said that. That's something that Don would say.
100%.
We lost a lot of sponsors earlier.
Especially the old podcast. We used to lose sponsors all the time.
Weekly.
Last podcast, y'all didn't fact check and lost sponsors all the time.
Don would just say, "Oh, we lost that guy as a sponsor."
Chimichanga. Chimichanga.
You got the old Geek Squad
The
sweater.
exotic. The exotic. I'm hot as hell right now, but I gotta wear the exotic one time for him. One time.
The exotic.
He made that the mission. He said, "Yo, we getting this exotic."
Out of
He said,
context,
"We gonna get this."
the exotics is that's a Destiny kind of like joke that we had. Because in Destiny you get like certain exotics, certain weapons, certain armor you get for playing the game. So in Geek Squad we translated that to like getting like special swag that no one else had. And so Don always called it an exotic sweater.
Yeah, let's not talk about Destiny. Matter of fact, let's do talk about Destiny. First, fuck you, John.
What did I do? I get it. Oh shit.
You get it first. You get it first. Now, but whoever doesn't know about Destiny, I don't want to give you the breakdown because they call me the Grimoire. I'm the lore for Destiny. We're not going to get into that. That's too much. That's too much. That is 6 years of knowledge that we are not going to go through right now. That's just too much. Too much. But I will. Destiny, where we all just we left Red on the moon again. Red, I'm sorry, we left you
with Crota. You left me on the moon, Crota.
I'm sorry we left you. the very first time with Destiny was with John, and he helped me and one of my boys at the time run Sepix Prime as a strike for a Nightfall. But he had to go because he got invited to do a raid. And at that time, that was the only way you will be able to get higher in the game. So John just said, I'm sorry, General. You gotta handle this by yourself. And me and my friend, we were just underpowered and we had to struggle for 2 hours. 2 hours after that. We got it done. But it was a struggle. It was a long struggle. One thing in general about the game is just it brought pretty much all of us in the store together, really. Soul over there jumped in, Phoenix jumped in, Red played. Y'all got the Sunny story. I'm not gonna tell that one. Yeah,
I had the what was it called? The gala la 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 la.
My man's got it first.
Oh man,
everybody was so upset about that too.
Everybody was like, Don. He's like, what do you have?
Like, how you
gala la la lorn? What?
I was upset. I was like, how the hell? He doesn't even know what he doesn't even know what it is.
That's and that became the rabbit hole. That game became the rabbit hole of my terrible addiction. Y'all were able to escape and come back every now and again, but yeah,
Destiny has you by like shackled to it, yo.
I'm their forever sponsor. That's they know that. I'm their forever sponsor. I'm their poster boy when needed to. But yeah, majority of times, whenever, even recently, when we got into our shenanigans of 12-man nightfalls and raids and everything, Don would be the first one to just be like, Yo, General, we about to do a 12-man. You in? I'm like, yeah, it's the boys. I got it at least one time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I missed a lot of those, but the times that we did get together and have fun, we weren't doing jack shit. We let all them randoms take care of the work, and we just sat back, doing nothing, just talking. How was you guys' day? What you guys bought? What you guys do today? Nothing? Yeah, nothing. We just saw them poor randoms struggling. Those poor blueberries. Those damn fools didn't know what to do, and we were just there watching them struggle. Great time.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on Destiny with Don. Like, it's never like I since his passing, man. I got on Destiny maybe once, and it just felt weird. I was just like,
yeah, I only jumped on just to shard those shaders. That was it.
Yeah, I got on, and normally when I get on, I get a notification. Don, boom, invited you to a party. I'm like, oh, like I'm not gonna see that. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even touched Destiny. It's just.
Yeah, me and Don put in thousands of hours on Destiny 1, and then
y'all put in work,
and then thousands in Destiny 2. Like he has a nice collection, man. So whoever gets his account, man,
it's Daniel right there.
So you, Daniel.
It's on you, Daniel. If you get his Xbox, man, you got everything. Don has everything.
you got some power at your hand.
Yeah.
He's got everything.
He loved that game. I know that much for sure.
He did love that game.
Yeah, that was his thing, man. Destiny was his thing, bro.
Yeah, he always spoke about it.
Hey, stop talking. Hey, Google.
Hey, yo, Google, chill out. For Red, come at you.
I unplugged it because that's being ridiculous, yo. Nobody even said her name. Nobody said Google at all. I don't know why I started talking.
Don wanted to fact check you. You heard that? That was Don's way of fact.
I believe it. He's probably cackling right now.
That evil laugh. Don't be surprised if it's plugged back in. Oh man, yo,
if it
John.
plugs back in, I'm out of here, yo. I'm gonna have to check out.
Let me know. We'll pick you up.
fresh. I have to revisit the story that you told about good old Chase.
Yeah, the child stays hilarious, man.
Oh, it was. I made a public fool of myself on Facebook. We went back and forth in those conversations, and then the next day, when we went back, we were at the store. Don came up to me and said, "You found out a way how to spell Chase. I've always just been saying it, but you literally put the little accent, the little arrow over the A, the accent over the E." I'm like, no one has ever spelt it. And then on top of that, you convinced a lady that worked in Chase that it was pronounced Chase.
Oh my god!
And I was just like,
I think I was the one that broke it to you because you was like you was gonna go to Chase. You said you're gonna go to Chase. I said, "Where you going?" He's like, "I'm going to Chase." I'm like, "Chase? You mean Chase?" He goes, "No, it's Chase." Don told me. I'm like, "Nah, he lying. He fucking with you."
That, it was at that moment I turned, looked up at Jesus, and I was just like, damn, bro, I got caught heavily.
And he'll keep it going too. He'll never tell you.
Never. It was until that next day where he was just like, bro, I was fucking with you. Yo, I didn't know you was gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad for the lady because she worked there.
Wow.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, like that.
He was smooth. He could convince you anything was real. That was what was dangerous about him.
Oh,
we
this
had
comment here is so true. He kept saying Kakito.
Kakatao.
Yeah.
This is everything right here, bro. Kakatao.
It was that. He would say Chipotle as Chipotle. I was like, what?
Man. After a certain age, I stopped like believing in what he was saying already. You know, he just
You took
kept on
everything with a
going
grain
with
of
his
salt.
stories like, yo, there's gold down there. I was like, what? And there was like a barrel of barbecue, like the hot charcoals. Like he almost had me grab it one time.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was like when we were younger, but like I stopped listening. But it was funny to listen to his stories though, like the Chase or Tarjay or all the other ones.
Oh man, Target.
Tarjay.
Oh man.
I remember I told Don a hack a couple of years ago. We went to he took me to my first Comic-Con, right? And after Comic-Con, we went to Chipotle, and the line was long as hell, right? But mind you, everybody, all the geeks and nerds are going to Chipotle, and I sit down, and Don's like, "Why are you gonna sit down? We gotta wait online." I'm like, "Nah, bro, let's sit down." He goes, "Why?" I'm like, "Because you can order it on your phone and just pick it up at the front." And he goes, his eyes opened up so wide. He was like, "Oh my god!" And every year, I think 3 years after, he used that same exact hack, bro. That he's like, "Oh, that thing that Fresh taught me." Like, you don't have to wait waiting online. You just sit down, you order it through your phone, and then you just pick it up 15 minutes later. But at least you
Celebrity after that. He's like, fuck a line.
Freaking something similar like that happened one time during one of my Yu-Gi-Oh card unboxings, where I numbered the boxes and I was rolling a dice, and I would go, "Hey Siri, roll a dice," and Don was like, "Fuck out of here! You could do that?" I was like, "Yeah." No.
See?
So,
There you go.
yeah, but it's true. You could be like, roll a d20, roll a d20. It's really cool, and he didn't know that. And he was just like, "No, fuck out of here! No freaking way! I didn't know that shit."
He was like a living version of Boy Meets World. Like, it was so many things he didn't know, and when he did, it was a oh my god, it was a mind fuck.
It's a mind explosion, yeah. Like
Oh man, it was great, man.
That's one of the things when you captured in the beginning in our Untitled beginning show, like that mind explosion that goes to his mind, because when he didn't know about the headphones and you taught him it, and he was like, "Oh." That's always gonna stick in my mind. That's one of the funniest things about Don, man. Like every time he gets new knowledge, it's like you know he got like like the eyes are just widen.
That's good. So I know Jerry. I know you had a short time with him when he worked because I was gonna go to you.
I knew it. I felt it.
No pressure. No pressure.
No. Oh my God. I really don't want to talk about it in front of his family, but
She'll never get the nipples.
I'll never get those nipples. But I was
All right.
let me explain. Please let me explain.
Before she explains, free the nips. Free the nips.
Free the nips.
Sounds like Don.
Let me explain. Because his family is here and they're gonna be like, well, literally when I was leaving Best Buy on 86, Fresh and Don were starting in that era. So I didn't get to personally, physically meet them. But I still stood connection with Red because that's my best friend. And one day they were doing like streaming their shows, but through SoundCloud, and Red was like, hey, listen to us, show us some support. And I would download it, and this was like 2019. And I would always follow through, always listening to their show. I was like secretly their big fan on the low. And then finally they started putting the shows on YouTube. And I would cancel all my plans just to come Fridays to make sure I did not miss the show. Doesn't matter, rain or shine. I have plans with my friends. Sorry, guys, it's getting canceled. I got to show support to my best friends. I literally would spam these people. Fresh would skip my comment. And I'm like, no. I'm going to write it again until he gets it. You got to show me them nips. They told me one time, they were like, hey, if we get to this many subscribers, Don's going to show the stream his nips. And I was like, free nips? What?
What happened was before Sonny Black, disappeared. He tricked Don into agreeing that he would show his nips if we get a certain amount of subscribers.
100 subscribers, take your shirt off. Yeah.
I
so
dead
he
ass.
didn't know how Don made the deal, and he didn't know how obsessed Jerry was with the show. So Jerry
like
made
a
her
super fan.
mission to get the subscribers, and she did it.
I messaged college professors, old friends, new friends, my mother-in-law. I'm like, look, I need you to follow this group. They're funny as hell. I know them for years. Please. One of the guys are going to show their nips if I get this many subscribers. Please help me. Like, I saved the text messages. I blew up every person I know because I really wanted to see his nips.
Free the nips.
Free the nips.
Free
That
the
was their
nips.
thing. I went as far as to going to even my partner, my boyfriend. He's so into it. He's like, look, do what you got to do. If you want to see his nips, go for it. I support it. Every show they would come on after I literally got the subscribers within one day on how much I spammed everybody.
Yeah.
And after that point on, Don did hey, I'm sick. I can't. I have a cold. Next time, Jerry. And then they were like,
guidelines.
Oh my God. And I was like, just put pasties on. It's cool. Just real quick, 2 seconds. Yeah, and so every episode from that point on, like I would jump in. I would really enjoy the streams, all the contents they put up, everything it was stuff I was into, like video games, comic books, all this like superhero stuff. That's stuff I grew up on. So finally I found people that actually talk about it, and it's interesting. And it wasn't just that, it was also the little cute things he would do, like when he had to fact check. His little keyboard was my thing, and I would always have to come out of left field and be like, Don, I like that keyboard, baby. What's going on?
Loud keyboard.
Yeah, he has such a cute. And these guys are just, God, they're just so awesome to be with. Like, I would be talking to these guys like if I met them. I've never met Fresh personally. Except for when he started and I was leaving Best Buy, and same thing with Don, but I've had more contact with Red. And it's that feeling of yo, I know you, but I don't know you personally. And each episode, we would always go left, and it would just be like, yo, let's go to Jollibee's together, Don. Let's go eat here. Let's go do this. And we would make the plans, and then just, COVID happened, and we couldn't really do much.
Yep.
And I regret it so bad now because, like, I'm his biggest fan. And it breaks my heart now because, like, someone you met virtually and you never met in person, you made such a great, amazing connection with. And it hurts because finally, like, when they invited me, they kept always telling me, come join, you know what you're talking about. Just join the stream. And I'm like, oh, no, making excuses because I'm shy. And finally, everybody called out and I jumped on because I felt bad for Fresh. And then it's just like, oh my God, now I'm here. And Don just was like very quick to make me feel so welcome, private messaging me and telling me, hey, it's cool, you got this. And I'm like, oh God. And it breaks my heart because, it sucks that we finally get to meet each other in such poor circumstances, And he was the person who made you feel like everything's okay and you're cool, let's get to know each other. Let's bond over, doesn't matter. You want to talk about food? Let's talk about food. And it hurts because I'll never physically get that. Thank you. I'll never physically get that. But in spirit, you know what? And through all the streams, I felt like I knew this person. With all the conversations we had and all the crazy moments we had online, that was my moment with him.
Thank you, Jerry.
Sorry.
Are you good? You good? Trust me.
Yeah, I can't even look at the screen. She's gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry.
Wait, so did he ever show his nips?
No.
I had to ask.
There were YouTube guidelines, but we found a way around it.
Pasties.
But not the pasties. It was like you could be topless if you're working out.
Yeah.
It was like, but he never did it. It was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, YouTube was weird about it. It was like, and nipples have to be displayed on contact. So they're working out. Nipples are fine, but if you just hanging out and your nipples out, then there's nudity.
It kills me. It kills me because we even
all you had to do was just go get some resistance bands and just
right.
I told him just private messages have the nipples, man.
We even talked about making a OnlyFans page, and I was like, dude, I'll be your first subscriber. I'll donate whatever the hell you want. Ay.
What did he want to do? He wanted to step on cakes in his bare feet or something like that, and just pretend he was someone else. Something, yeah. It's like, what? I mean, it's a plan. You could probably make some money off of it.
We all know that subscription would have been $14.99 a month.
Got weird obsessions on OnlyFans, man. I've been trying to find one up with my feet for a while now.
Oh my God. This is so crazy. I'm so sorry. I'm telling you about your brother's nipples.
No, it's okay. I've seen. Don't worry.
I'm so jealous.
I'm so jealous.
They were amazing nipples. Just shine for no reason. It just there's this glare that it was godly.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of all of you.
We was in the pool together. I seen them.
I lived with the guy. I've seen a lot of things.
I hate all of you. You are all lucky and blessed.
I saw him too. He used to change in the men's bathroom, so I saw them.
I really regret leaving Best Buy so soon.
Oh my God. Only for the nips.
Oh man.
Yeah, if anybody has a picture, even if it's just a corner.
You want some
She wants areola.
Yeah, play. Watch. I'm gonna make a shirt for her.
I got you. Some photos. I got you.
Shout out to Carlos for the ultimate support of the Get your nipples.
Nips.
Oh, man.
She can't have the nips. So
Yeah.
she's aiming for the side boob, all that side boob action. That's what she wants.
I have a boob fetish, guys. I'm sorry.
We're gonna miss this guy, man, a whole lot. Somebody sent me this. I think Mel sent, cousin Mel sent this video, and I thought it was hilarious because I know that if you would have saw this while he was still here present, we would have been roasting him.
Tell me why, say nothing but a mistake. Tell me why, I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. And we haven't seen that we're falling apart. The way that it used to be, yeah. No matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you're my fire, the one desire, you don't want what I'm saying, ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake.
You got the hair in the wind and everything.
You're gonna get copyrighted. I don't care.
It's not official.
Y'all were worried
They all
about
gonna do the,
him,
you are,
like, it's
you
still gonna
are.
get roasted.
It wasn't official. They didn't do the you are, you are.
Oh my god.
I remember that night.
Oh man.
Yo, Fresh, today at work, Ebony came up to me and said, do you remember when I was twerking on Don? You have the video. If you could share that, she said. So
Oh my gosh.
that would be cool.
I don't think I
You know you got that
have the
video.
video on.
If you have that, that'll make me feel so much better if you share it because I feel like the ultimate pervert.
He has the video. He has the video.
No, I have everything.
It's like, hi.
It might take him a while to find it in the
You
archives.
just got to go deep diving.
I remember that joint. Like, he was
Roll out
sitting
the
there,
archives.
Ebony just popped
That's
out.
an
He
easy-
started
that's
doing
easy
like the little shimmy dance. He was doing like-
Those Brooklyn were strong. He looked like a K-pop star with his hair all in the wind. He was totally a K-pop
But
star.
it's funny in Don nature. He's so polite that like he's even apologizing for Ebony doing the lap dance. So he's like,
Yeah, he was apologizing for it.
Oh man.
I have a headache from crying so much.
Oh man.
My whole desk looks like happy tissues all over the place.
You guys are telling me a lot of good things about my brother.
Oh man. Yeah, we have. Trust me, we have much more, man. That's. Hold on. I gotta hear.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Now you thought you was done? You're not done.
He's dead.
YouTube gave us a pass without copywriting us this time.
Oh Lord.
Thank you, YouTube.
Playing somebody else's content. No, it's our fucking content.
Don't get flagged.
I know. I hope not. YouTube, please give us a break.
I mean, oh, can you play Juveniles? Back that thing.
Pack that thing up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up, man.
Yep.
I mean,
Greatest of all time.
It was definitely a beautiful turnout. You know, we definitely appreciate everybody that showing up and in the comments and giving you love for the family and everything. It just, it's a lot, man.
Real quick, I'm gonna share a story, Don's story. It's around the time when I first met Don in Best Buy. We was in the lunchroom and we eating lunch together and we're talking. So I'm eating like a burger, and apparently I must have had ketchup on the side of my mouth. So Don not saying that, just making it easy to say, "Oh, you got ketchup on the side of your mouth." Don is licking his lips at me I'm like, yo. I'm like, bro, what?
Oh my God.
And Don is like this,
He's done that.
He's licking his side of his mouth. I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, what are you doing? Are you hitting on me? He said, no, bro. I'm telling you, I said, oh.
He's done that.
I said, no, why you just say that? He said, I didn't want to embarrass you in front of everybody else. I said, bro, it's not embarrassing. You just letting me know. He was licking his lips at me the whole time.
He'll tell you if your breath stinks.
That's a true friend.
He'll be like, bro. You're like, bro. Bro.
Oh my God.
And no problem telling you, man. But he be mad. He'll do it in a respectful manner. He doesn't want to hurt your feelings. But like, yo, it's a problem.
Your halitosis is real funky today, guys. Saying sorry.
That same party too, somebody threw up in the bathroom all over the floor and everything, and Don said, "Yo, Sonny, what's the mop, bro? I got you. I clean it up, no problem." I'm like, "Bro, you don't got to do that, man. Don't worry about it." But he actually, he cleaned up, and I was like,
he cleaned up while gagging because he hates it. He's like, that's a real friend right there.
Oh my God.
I just remember being so bad because I think the girl threw up a part of his shoe or something like that.
On his bands.
Oh, not the fabric.
Yo, as soon as I said, what the
It was the green and tan Vans.
Yeah, because she just went blue and then instantly Don said, "What the fuck?"
He would do it the same way. What the fuck?
Oh man.
Oh man.
It's just so much. There's so many stories, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. One of a kind, bro.
Definitely one of a kind.
I'm definitely gonna miss him.
Definitely my favorite. Sorry, guys.
Nah, you good.
I mean, I take in comfort that at least he has Mel to keep him company.
Yeah, and it's definitely hard for us because we lost two friends in a 2-year span. So it was definitely it was a lot to deal with. But they're both together. Don is back home with his dad and his uncle, and he got good company up there, especially if he was with Mel. He's up there with Mel. They get into problems up there.
You know the Book of Revelations?
That's two of the horsemen right there.
Yeah, man. Daniel, did you know that your brother had an obsession with armpits?
What?
Oh my gosh.
You didn't?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, you never listened to the podcast, man. Your brother was a gem, bro. He had
an armpit fetish. I remember that.
Do you have that video of him and Erica or no?
Did he have his wallpaper on his phone was Karen Gillan with her arm up?
She was like this or something.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Who's came here so they can smell our hands, just in case. I don't want to smell thick hands.
What? That was out of context. Wait, is this it? My bad.
Lord.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh no.
And if you listen to
Oh, man.
the podcast, if you listen to all this stuff, man, you're gonna learn so much about your brother, man. It's the
Yeah.
Easter egg shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
He was a good singer too.
He was the judge.
Yeah, I
Great
know that. Yeah, he loves singing, man. Favorite song, Uptown Girl.
Oh, yeah.
What did I have him sing? Oh, Frozen. I had him sing Frozen.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah.
I remember
Oh.
that.
He sang that.
Yes, he did.
He sang,
What?
he sang it like Kermit the Frog. It's
This is before the video. This is when they were on SoundCloud. That's how you know I go way back. Aw.
If he got that fatty.
Yeah, he just told everybody his fatty, bro. Come on, real quick.
Oh my goodness.
I'm also crack too, a little bit of crack.
Just a tiny smidgen of crack.
Oh, man, I really regret leaving early because in almost every job that I worked at, doesn't matter where it was, like the people who I was close to, I have like a whole collection of butt cracks on my phone. Why? I have like a lot people who are people who I'm close to. If I see that crap, I'm snapping a picture of it and I'm gonna save it. I have a whole collage of butt
They're
cracks.
talking about your butt crack, Free, because you showed it when you was leaving.
So now your crack is online, bro. Metadata.
So I made Jerry go into a butt crack story.
Yep, I always have a story. Yes, my homegirls even admitted it in the chat. She knows I have her butt crack too.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
This friend?
Yes, that friend. I have so many butt cracks on my phone. It's not even funny. And when it comes to data transfer, I have to make sure my butt crack pics come over. Everything else could be deleted. Yeah, they have to be transferred over. Everything else, like first kiss, all that shit could be deleted. But my butt crack pics, they have to come.
Jesus. She needs to have that evidence.
Just gotta love my crack. We're all a little weird here. We're all weird.
I'm toxic. This is different.
So this is too toxic for you, blood?
No.
You don't want to go down that rabbit hole with me.
No, let's not.
I'm at the bottom.
Let's not go down rabbit holes today. Not today. Not today.
I know you guys have listened to the early episodes of Untitled.
Yeah.
Those were not PG-13. Very weird.
It was good content.
It was good content though. You guys put out really good shit then. Not saying now is not good, but it's like that was the crazy times.
I really have to say, like, it was really fun recording those podcasts, like, because it's like you got to hang out with your friends, and then we were winging it, like the craziest things that we would come up with for the shows. I still don't know how we came up with the stuff for the shows, like, and we would have Sonny with the wild card. Me and John was more like the middle ground, and then Don was like the heart and soul. Like, he was the one that pulled everybody in with the niceness and everything like that. Like,
yeah, he was definitely like the balance.
yeah, because the instant we say one joke on Don, you'll see people commenting, "Don't do that! Don't joke on Don. Leave Don alone." Because Don was the one that pulled them all in. Don was the heart and soul of the show. He was the one.
Yep. If it wasn't for Don, I would not be here today on live with you guys.
Don definitely he made me into a real foodie. Like he
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro, when he first moved in, he didn't believe that the Chinese food near me was like good. And then we ordered it. He got boneless spare ribs, and he was like, "Bro, what are you doing to me?" He would always be like, "Yo, Li Xing."
He told me about that place. That place mad far from me though.
Yeah. Oh my god, but it's so good.
He introduced us to Ichiran.
Yes, he did.
Brooklyn.
Fresh introduced him to me, but then he's the one that taught me how to eat with chopsticks. because they were making fun I was eating with a fork. So Don told me how to eat with chopsticks. So now I know how to use chopsticks because of Don.
He took me to the Bauhaus on 14th Street. That spot was amazing too. I was like, I don't really like pork belly like that. It's too much fat. He's like, nah, bro. Like this is good. All right, cool. Ever since then, loved it. I'm glad. I'm sad that it's gone now. Love to go back. Pandemic really messed things up. Let's see here. So, it's we don't want to take too much of you guys' time. I know that this is definitely like still a sore subject. I want to put up let me see, do I have the link here for the services next week before we roll out? I do have it here. Sorry, it was open here. I'm gonna leave it on the screen for a while, so if you guys want to write it down in chat, you guys want to show support, we'll be there. I'll put it on the screen right now. Give you guys some time to take a screenshot, write it down, put it in your notepad. All right.
Don't stop.
Someone said, "Don't stop."
Don't stop. We'll never stop. Don lives forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don is definitely living forever, man.
Hell yeah.
Always.
Let's see here. All right. So Danny, do you have anything that you want to say to close it out? Now, no pressure if you can't.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for being his friend. Ever since I got married, I couldn't be around that much, and then I kind of worried that he was getting depressed or whatnot. But from hearing all of your stories, it sounded like he was loved and he was chillaxed, like how he usually is, and I appreciate that all. And I started talking back to him, and I'm glad he met my daughter, and I just appreciate you all guys.
Man, we appreciate you showing up, man.
Mm-hmm.
You needed to be here. I'm glad you did.
Mm-hmm. We wanted to show you how much we loved your brother, and how much love he showed us in his lifetime, man.
Yeah, and if like I said before, and I said this so many times, it felt like I knew him for so long. Like if you think about it, it's only a couple of years, but it felt like I'd known him for 15, 20 years. Like I grew up with him.
Yeah, he made me feel like that too, man.
So it's oh, we actually got one new some guests right now. Hold on 1 second before we close out. We got Marrero in the building.
I was wondering where he was.
Oh, there he goes.
Marrero,
what's up?
How you doing, brother?
How's everyone?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Good, we good, man.
Marrero.
We was about to close up, man. Do you have anything?
I've been rough couple of days. I was calm, cool. Took a shower, collected myself. I said, I'm ready. Then Fresh put that opening. That broke me down. I said, yeah, let me sit back, relax, and just watch everything. One thing I want to say is, and it doesn't happen often with me. It's happened to me with like 2 other close friends, and this morning with Don. I had a dream of Don. Started off weird, and then he put everything in place. So pretty much it was, the people he considered the treehouse. We was all together, in some place, some swimming pool. I don't swim for nothing. But I had Red in the corner, drinking margaritas and some trunks, talking to some girls, and Fresh and Don had some like swimming competition going on. I don't know what the hell was going on. And Fresh was like, "Yeah, I'll swim you." And Don was like, bring it on. Let's see this." Don got some like crazy exclusive like gold trunks with white stripes on the side, and he's over here. Don was like, "Okay, swim to Chris," and I'm sitting in the pool. He's like, "Okay." So John is swimming to my side, but by the time he gets to me, Don's already to my side, and he's looking and he giving Fresh that weird look, like, "But I thought you swim better than me, bro. I thought you swim better than me." And I was like, "What kind of dream is this? Like, while I'm swimming about two grown ass men, you're swimming back and forth competition." And then from there, just cut off to like it was like in a park, big park, and we was having like a cookout, and like you guys all talking, laughing, and everything. So I decided, like I usually do, I separate myself. I go to this like little picnic bench, but you see like the hill, the sun, everything looks beautiful. And there's another like on the right side. There's like a bunch of people. I'm not even looking who's that. It's just a bunch of people just like eating, talking, barbecuing. And I feel somebody patting me on my back, like, "Are you okay?" So when I look over, it's Don, and Don's like, "You okay?" I was like, "It's okay, but I know this is a dream because you're gone." And I started breaking down, and he's like, "I told you guys, stop crying." He said, "I'm always there with you guys. That's never gonna change. There's not one thing that you're not gonna look at in your house, not one thing you're gonna not think of, and it'll remind you of me. And it's not gonna be something that's gonna make you cry. It's gonna make you something that is gonna make you smile." And then he goes, "But I'm in a better place." So I see him walking to the other barbecue, and I'm like, "What the hell is he going?" He said, "We're all in the left side. He's going to the right side." And when he goes to the right side, it's his father, it's Melvin. And the only reason I know his father, look, he showed me a picture of his father when he was holding him with a baby. He was like his uncle. He goes, "I'm good. I'm taken care of. Everyone that I love is over here, and everybody that I love and I could spend time with now, they're on this side." Then I woke up, and it broke me down, of course, but it made me laugh as well. And I just called the job. I said, "Yo, I'm not coming in. I gotta like prepare myself today, and I know you guys was making the show." So I was like, let's get this show on the roll. Oh, and also Jerry, he said if you want to see those nips, go to his Facebook page because he has a video. I don't know when ago that he takes off his shirt. So that's the message towards you.
Oh, the ice bucket challenge.
Oh my God! Please pull it up, somebody, please, so we can have this in the memory stream. Please.
The nips are free. The nips are free.
Yo, everybody in the chat, the nips
But
are somewhere.
I'm surprised I talked through all of this without even breaking down.
I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, you don't really like it.
Morel's low key a medium, yo.
Yeah.
Beautiful dream, bro.
Where
Yeah, for real.
so you trying to say that Don left our barbecue to go to another barbecue? Got it.
Yeah. You know what that means, right? In the summer, we gotta start barbecuing.
Don love barbecue.
You know what that means, right?
Here, echo.
Where are you listening to the thing on your turn on the volume? Herrera, turn on your volume.
Yeah, I have it on the TV.
Yeah, you gotta turn it down when you're
That pretty much means we all have to.
So I really don't hear you guys. It don't go through my head.
Well, we'll
tablet.
definitely do a barbecue.
Yeah, we gotta all do a barbecue.
Oh man.
One thing, pork belly.
Pork belly. Ooh, pork belly ramen is the best.
Who's gonna say no to that?
Yeah, we gotta do it, you know.
You know, we got Pelham Bay Park right over here. You know, plenty of places.
We have to go to Jolly Bees. He loved Jolly Bees. We talked about that. We gotta go to Jolly Bees.
Yeah, we could definitely do that, and hopefully we can probably get Daniel to come down, man. I would like to meet you in person if we have
Daniel
you.
is 15 minutes away from me.
Likewise, likewise.
You say 15 minutes away from Sting?
Yeah.
Oh, you still live there? You still live there? Oh, you're the one who's. Oh yeah, you told me you're the one who sent me the video.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
All the way out. Yeah, I'm right by Pelham Bay Park. So
Once the COVID is,
out of my
I don't
system.
think it's ever gonna end, but once it gets better and everyone's vaccinated, we can try to like find a way to, all meet up and have like, and do something that Don would like, that Don would love to have, if he was still here. So that's pretty much like Ichiran or something that just had good food.
Yo,
If he
where's
was-
Julian? Julian working?
He probably still is, but he won't come into this. My man's too emotional.
Yeah, man.
Our job did a memorial for Don. It was very nice. Everybody got on like a Zoom call. Everybody was taking turns talking about Don. It was very beautiful.
Yeah, it was really nice. I wasn't surprised because it was Don, but I was actually surprised that, for a second I was like, I don't know if anyone's going to show up, but I realized no, it's Don. Everyone's going to show up to this. They all got stories.
It was really nice.
Yeah, it was actually really, really nice.
Yeah, this is definitely what Don would want.
Julian cried.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot, man. So Jared, do you want to close it out?
You said Jerry or Jared?
Jerry?
His sister says thank you guys too. My sister.
Okay.
Our sister. Just thank you also for this.
Yeah, give your love to Mama. We call her Mama Don. I know she's Mama Cora, but we call her Mama Don.
Mama Don.
Mama Don.
So
Pass when we did the whole podcast, she'll pass by all the time behind Don and be like, "Hey, Mama Don."
Yeah.
Don would just look down and shake his head like.
yeah, when I text her, I was like, "This is John." She's like, "Oh, this is Fresh." I'm like, "Oh, she calls me Fresh." I'm like, "Okay." He knows my tag name.
That's real support.
Yeah, so, definitely give her our thoughts, man, and let her know that we thinking about her and thinking about you guys and thinking about the whole family. Because I know we lost a friend, but you guys lost somebody like that. That's you knew him since you was born. He's a middle brother, right? He's
Yes.
like an older brother. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. So we definitely giving you guys our love and our thoughts.
Thank you. Thank you.
And don't think that this is gonna be it. We're gonna definitely extend that olive branch to you and the family when we do stuff, and just keep his legacy going. Because what he wanted was this channel to succeed and be big. He always wanted a YouTube plaque, right? The YouTube subscriber. So if we ever get one, Mama Don is gonna be the first one to get one.
Yep.
So that's gonna be
When we do get it, because we're speaking it to existence.
when we do get it.
We're definitely getting it.
We're getting it.
Mama Don is definitely gonna get. Well, Mama Don, Mama Daniel is gonna get it.
My mom's listening to you guys.
Oh,
She's listening.
Yeah, she's listening. She just texted me. She says thank you also.
Mama Don, we love you.
Yeah, we love
you, Mama Don.
Love you,
Yeah.
Mama Don.
nothing but love.
So we're gonna play the intro before we leave. You guys just stick around because we're gonna end the stream, but you guys are gonna still be part of the backstage. And Barry, close it out. Do you?
All right. We'd like to thank everyone who participated in Don's memorial. Thank you to having his family and everybody sharing stories of how much he felt he was important to us. And he will not be forgotten. He'll always live in our hearts. If you want to check out his previous videos and podcasts, we do have it on the link. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. The Dono 926 lives forever, and those nips are out there somewhere. Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Dono 926.
The Dono 926 signing out.
Yeah, no, I don't, because I think the only time I've ever used them wired is on not here.
Yo, look at it.
Oh, it's hard.
So wait, so Don, can you explain what's happening right now before he takes a bite of that nice?
So this is Melvin's first time eating a White Castle burger. I gave him 2, so it's 1 for the left hand, 1 for the right hand. No, that's already on the burger. Is it already here? Yeah, I don't know why you guys try to play me, yo. It's on the burger.
Happy birthday to
Got the down on 926. What's up?